Hey guys, hope you are doing well. This week has been a little bit of a crazy week. After the death of Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain, it's been making me think a little bit about death. A lot about death, actually. Death is a pretty frequent visitor in my life. My grandparents, my father passed away from cancer, and a couple years ago I lost a childhood friend to suicide. Yes, depression is real, suicide is real. Sure, I post pretty pictures online, but I oftentimes glean over a lot of the stories, this one in particular, my own battle with depression and suicide. Long story short, grade school was so tough. High school was so rough. I hated it. I was teased so much. Guys would threaten me, my car would be covered in garbage, people would make snide remarks, my friends were just not really friends, and people also knew that I was different before I had even come to accept it. Back when I was in grade school, nobody was out, nobody was gay, I had no role models, I had nobody to look up to, social media wasn't a thing, and for me, it looked like it was a dead end, and I had no... It didn't seem like I had a future. I hated the teasing so much. I hated myself so much. Why did I come into this world? Why do I look the way I look? Why am I the way I am? I was also really mean to people. I deflected a lot, and that deflection was really a reflection of how little I loved myself. And over the course of many years through grade school, I started contemplating the meaning of life. Thoughts of suicide would come and go depending on my mood, and one night I came home from school and my depression just got very intense. It took over. I locked myself in my room, I went on the computer, and I started writing a will of all the little things I had, who I was giving what to. On AOL Instant Messenger, I started chatting with some people that I confided in. I apologized, I said I was very sorry, and I just wanted it to end. I was just so sad, so upset, and I just didn't know why life was so hard. God, I was a mess. I was crying, I was bawling. I ended up just grabbing a bunch of pills that I had near me. I took them all. It was very blurry, and I ended up falling asleep, and I woke up the next day kind of in a haze, confused. So the next day I go to school and I go to my first period. I ended up getting called to the counselor's office. One of my friends I had chatted with on AIM the night before ended up reporting me to one of my counselors, and thank you. It was a blessing in disguise. They had an intervention with me, talked to me about it, and I think were very understanding. And then the pills I had taken were actually a collection of asthma pills that I had, and thankfully it was not fatal. It just ended up increasing my heart rate tremendously. After that, I had more eyes on me, my friend, counselors, and I trekked through the last bit of my grade school. In college, I had a little bout of depression after a breakup with one of my long-term relationships, and at that time, I had now been equipped with better tools to handle depression. Now, I am in such a better place. Through many years, I have come to learn that my depression comes from my extreme empath. I feel a lot, and over the years I've been able to evolve one of this core weakness of mine into one of my main strengths. I am able to feel my feelings very intensely. I am very attuned with how things make me feel, but at the same time I'm able to feel what others feel. I'm very compassionate about what others feel. My capacity for feeling love and compassion feels almost infinite for me, and when my well is full, I feel happiness in giving and supporting others. Looking back at it now, I am so glad that this suicide attempt didn't go through and that I can live the life I am blessed to have today. Looking back at it, I would talk to myself in a heartbeat and say, what are you doing? It gets better. And it does get better. But turning around the corner, so what can you do about it? If you have any friends, family, loved ones going through depression, be patient and be understanding. Be patient that everybody goes through things in their own unique way and their own timeline, and be understanding of them, but also understanding of yourself. Set limits, set yellow lines on what support you can provide and stick to it. Don't stigmatize, don't make insensitive jokes, don't question, just listen. You'd be really surprised how far a simple check-in goes. Text someone, it goes a long way. And for those of you going through a bit of darkness right now, this is temporary, I promise. Go talk to your friends, family, just as you would be willing to support them. Lean on them. They'd be happy to support you. And if anything, seek outside help. Think about it as just getting another perspective from somebody else. There are so many great resources available, and I'll post it in the comments below on the side somewhere. And lastly, I'm also here as a resource for you. Feel free to message me if you're going through something. I'd be more than happy to sit down, talk to you, listen to you. No judgments, I promise. You're not alone. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to my story. I hope this was helpful. Hope you all have a beautiful rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. I just got a new camera and this is kind of amazing. I could watch myself.